Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, and today we're going to head back into the Cave of Wonders, and we're going to go see what's inside, shall we? Now, of course, you know what, actually, let's go ahead and fight some things off first. Get a little bit of some extra leveling up going through here, some extra experience, always can come in handy. More than likely, we're going to have to fight some more Heartless when we get back to the entrance of the Cave of Wonders anyway, but as it stands right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fight these guys real quick and just get that out of the way. Now, we're going to be ending up fighting things inside the cave itself, too, of course. That's no surprise. Alright, you know, any experience is good experience no matter what. Good thing is, like, I don't lose experience in this game, so thank God for that. I remember a long time ago, when I was first playing Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked, and I was going through challenge mode, I was playing with my friend, and this was like a long time ago. And somehow one of us brought up the idea that our guns, since like you level up your weapons to like level 99 or whatever, and you know how Ratchet & Clank games go, like, you know, they never actually decrease in level, but my friend gave me the impression that your weapons actually could decrease in level, and I didn't like that idea. That didn't sound like something that I wanted to be a part of, because that sounded like a stupid idea, but luckily for us, it was not true, because eventually I did end up getting Ratchet & Clank Deadlocked one year for like Christmas or something, and then afterward I realized, oh, okay, so my weapons will not level up, or they will not decrease in level. Alright, so let's wipe these guys out real quick, and you know, I did say I wasn't going to fight these assholes, but it seems like I'm going to have to do that, because like I said, the more experience the better. It's always nice to get a little bit of a grind in before, you know, you get into anything too major. And of course, since I am playing at the dead of night, hopefully getting a little bit of grinding going in early on during the game should totally help me out. You would think so. Alright, so let's whack this guy's ass off. Die, thank you. Got strength up for him, for Aladdin. And there we go. Alright, so that should be all of the Heartless here. Now we're going to head back inside. Oh. Now we're going to head back inside the Cave of Wonders. I had like, I don't know if it was a hiccup or something. Something came up. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Who knows? Alright. Ignoring that, let's continue on with the game, shall we? Oh shit. Come on, really? So yeah, after, like, recently like I said in a previous video, I ended up purchasing the reboot or the remake, or whatever you want to call it, for Ratchet & Clank PS4, and of course I enjoyed the living fuck out of it. I went through the game multiple times, and I currently now have the platinum trophy acquired for it. It didn't take me that long. It took me probably like a few days worth of playing, but since I'm actually off on a vacation, it is kind of nice that I actually had the time to do that. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go play something else. But then I was looking around, I was playing Sly Cooper 3 for a little bit, and I'm like, I gotta get some play time on that. And personally, I'm not a fan of Sly Cooper 3. I like 2 and 1 a lot more than I like 3. That's just me. I don't know if that's anybody else or not, but that's just, I don't know. 3's got some cool ideas and stuff, and, you know, I barely gotten a chance to play these in time yet, so I'll be working on that after I get done with 3, of course. Also, a Sly 2 Let's Play is probably in the near future, I would say, because it's kind of a little bit overdue for a Sly 2 Let's Play. You know, since I actually did the first one, I think, last year or something like that. So it would be a good time as any to probably go ahead and whip out the sequel to that game. Now, the third one might be a little longer. It might take me a little bit longer to actually want to go play that game, because I recently got to a world, I think it's like close to the end of the game anyway, where you basically control a pirate ship, and you basically sail around and you can fight other pirates and stuff like that. And it's a cool idea. It gets you some pretty decent amount of money from like taking down ships and stuff, but goddamn are the ship controls so slow. But I understand why. It's a giant ship, I get that, but that's the thing too. Like, you know, if they would have used something that wasn't a ship, like maybe a smaller sail or something like that, that would have been great. But well, they did a whole giant ship anyway, so yeah, that's what kind of took up most of my time. And you also get like a treasure map out of that too, and then you can actually go find like treasure and stuff too, which is actually pretty cool. I like that idea. But what made me stop playing wasn't actually the pirate level. Like, I got to another level. I haven't done it yet. I haven't started the next episode yet. I think I'm getting pretty close to being done anyway. But there's jobs and there's like or there's basically jobs as they call them, but they're pretty much missions that you can do. When you go to like the mission select screen, you can do them individually, and you have to like, you know, take down 30 enemies while doing this selected job and stuff like that. And they're just missions inside that job, I guess. And of course, there's that treasure hunting thing that I need to do as well. And god damn it, I got pushed off. I hate it when that happens. For some reason, like the back of my shoulders are fucking killing me. It's just my right shoulder. For some reason, it's just causing me pain. So there's a torn page. That's one of them. We can always go back and do some more poo stuff, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. We can do that later. And whoop. So yeah, after getting done with Slide 3, I was just like, yeah, okay, I'm going to come back later and play this some other time. I went on to go play some more Legend of Korra, which is, you know, the Platinum game version of it. And I beat that because I was at the final boss and I was just letting it sit there for a while for some strange reason because, I don't know, I guess I sucked back then or something, or I don't know. But I beat that, I went through, beat all that probe bending bullshit, and then now I'm pretty much playing on extreme difficulty. And for all you out there who may or may not know, I am a fan of, well, I like Platinum games a lot, and I like the idea of games having a hard difficulty setting. And I like playing hack and slash games, and of course, Korra technically isn't a hack and slash game necessarily. It's not a hack and slash, it's actually just a practical beat 'em up game, if anything. But it's actually not a bad game, really. I'd say if you like the show, it may be a little off-putting to come into a game like that. Like, you know, most people who are probably watching the show probably, you know, like when they pick up the game, they probably don't expect something to be challenging like that. And, you know, on normal mode, it's got some difficulty to it, to be honest. And of course, extreme mode definitely provides some of that quick reflexes and stuff like that. Albeit, like, I don't think my reflexes are even that quick. I don't know how quick my reflexes are. I really don't pay attention. I just play the game, and if I keep dying, I just keep going back through it, and hopefully I get better. And that's pretty much how you progress as a gamer, for the most part, or just as any normal human being. But, you know, I get better as I go through it, pretty much, and my reflexes probably suck, but then again, sometimes Platinum Games has some really demanding games that kind of demands your reflexes to be really, really tight. And Korra definitely is one of those kinds of games that definitely goes on that idea, is that your reflexes are rather important for the most part. Mainly when it comes to doing parries and stuff like that. Metal Gear Rising, on the other hand, not really so much, because Metal Gear Rising, you can just keep mashing. You can mash the block button, and you could just... Well, what I mean by that is you can mostly mash it. You can't do it all the time, of course. There's bosses that have, like, unblockable attacks, and enemies that have unblockable attacks, too. But, for the most part, you can pretty much just keep, you know, using the block button and hope for the best to get a parry. You don't have to, like... You don't have to block at one specific moment. Well, you do, but you don't sometimes. You can kind of get away with it, is what I'm trying to get at. Now, when we get to doing Metal Gear Rising, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, of course, I'm going to try my best to do the best at that game as I possibly can. I'm not going to try to be some dickweed who's like, I can't fucking do it, you know, legitly. So I'll just go ahead and just mash the button just because. I'm not like that when it comes to that game. I love that game way too much to want to, you know, do something kind of unskillful and just, yeah. At least I think it's unskillful. Now, I have actually done that game before on a YouTube channel, but that channel is currently dead for the most part, so I'm not really worried about it. That's actually the last thing I've ever actually recorded. Well, no, I'll take that back. Actually, no, there was something else I did record. It was Mad World. I did Mad World on hard difficulty, but then I ended up stopping it. I don't know, I think what made me stop was, one, there was a Let's Play I was doing, and two, I hadn't actually beaten Mad World on hard mode yet, so I didn't really have an idea of what the boss was going to be like. Well, I knew what the boss was that I was on, but I didn't know how fucking difficult he would have been. I don't remember what boss it was, to be honest. And it was like second or third boss or something like that. It was actually really relatively early on. And I also didn't have any lives. I had like one life left, and I kept dying on it too. And I'm like, fuck. I need to go grind for lives, but I'm like, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like grinding for lives. And so eventually I'm like, alright, fuck it. I'll just not do that, and we'll just stop the fucking... Well, I'll go work on my Let's Plays, and then eventually it just came to like, I don't really feel like doing it anymore. I don't feel like doing guides anymore, because not only do people not really technically watch them as much, it's just, you know, there's so many damn things that I can do, and I just feel like my skills are not admirable enough to be doing that, and all this other kind of excuses that I make, of course. The channel is still up. It's Hardcoreing Guys. But if anybody's wondering, the best way to find it is go to my channel page and you'll find it. That's the best place to look, to be honest. Alright, so that chest over there, that's going to be a tight-ass grab, isn't it? Nah, I don't think I have these skills or abilities to even probably get over to that pillar. You know, this place reminds me of Crash Bandicoot 1, like Jaws of Darkness, like any of those dark levels you go through. I mean, I know this is more of like well, did I actually... Okay, I actually about said something stupid. I about said, this reminds me of those Egyptian levels from Crash. It's like, you fucking retard, we're not in Egypt, dumbass. But, anyway. Or, no, I don't think we are. I'm pretty sure we're not. No, that would be stupid as fuck. I'm an idiot, so just give me that. I don't know anymore. I don't pay attention to anything. I'm just saying, like, some of the designs remind me of, like, Crash 1, or Crash 3's Egypt levels, and some of the designs remind me of, like, Crash 1's, like, Jaws of Darkness designs and stuff like that. Like the temple levels that you go through and shit. Which suck, but, they're not really that difficult, to be honest, once you know what you're doing. And finally, we get a goddamn defense up. That took a while, and a Mythal Shard, so we still get those, of course. I haven't been able to do any item synthesis stuff yet. 37, 38, and 39 for the Dalmatians have been collected, and now we also need to get this chest up here. Only problem is, I gotta get up there first. There should be a way up there. I would assume so. Can I actually touch that? No, I don't know. Fuck me in the butt. Alright, hang on, folks. Hang on, I've got this. I have an idea. This might be stupid, but it might work. Alley-oop! Oh, that didn't work. No, there's a way up there. I know there is. I'm pretty damn sure of it. Ugh! Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Yep, Oh, that didn't work. Alright, I guess we'll just come back for that one. Yeah, we'll just come back for that later then. Because right now, it doesn't seem like it's going to want to work. Seems it won't budge. Keep exploring the ruins. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so, you know what? I just realized that thing actually has a fire going. I did not see that. At first, I didn't see that. But yeah, something I want to talk about, though, is... It's pretty obvious that I have three main companies, or developers, that I actually enjoy the hell out of. And the first one being is Night Dog. The other one's Insomniac. And most recently would be Platinum Games. And this might seem like a stupid idea, but since I am actually doing what I am going to consider my year of RPGs, quote unquote, it's not going to be like a whole year worth of RPGs. It's just going to be like, I'm going to have way more RPGs this year than I'm probably going to have anything else. Or, I'm going to try to have more RPGs this year than anything else. That's the thing. Like, I'm going to try my best to have as many RPGs on this channel going this year. And it might not be next year, but what I want to do is I want to start a thing where I do a marathon, sort of. Kind of like what I'm doing with my RPG marathon thing going right now. With my RPG marathon, it's like I do an RPG and then I just do like a regular Let's Play right after. And, you know, it could be, I don't know, a platformer or a hack and slash. It can be anything, nonetheless. And after I get done with whatever, like, other genre of game that I do, I end up going back to an RPG, or an RPG-like game. For example, Bloodborne. Bloodborne was the start of the RPG thing this year. And of course, now we're doing Kingdom Hearts, which is pretty much an action RPG, nonetheless. And, you know, Bloodborne, I guess you can count as the same thing. I would say it's kind of the same thing. It's pretty much an action RPG, nonetheless. Can we make it? No, says Sora. Fuck you, says Sora. Okay, so I need to figure out where the hell I need to go. But I never actually think I went down this way, did I? Well, here's the hidden room, so let's go find out if this is anything worthwhile or not. Oh, well, hold on. Let me get out of the water real quick and see if I can actually click on that. I would hope that a boo can do it. The pillar probably rises all the way to the top. Yeah, but... Oh, there we go. Alright, so we knocked that down, and that actually should go ahead and take down the thing on the top floor. Or, not really top floor, but you know what I'm saying. The thing up... Oh.
My first wish, Genie. Show me the keyhole.
Alright, so anyway, back on topic, what I was actually originally going to be talking about. I was going to be talking about like a marathon thing I wanted to do, probably sometime this year, is I want to do like, see, I don't know what I want to start with. Like, they're two different companies nonetheless. God damn it. Well, they're two different companies, and I mean, it's the same company but different name, of course. Well, they changed their name. I'm obviously, well, it's probably not obvious by now, but I'm actually talking about Platinum. I want to do a thing where I do like a Platinum Games marathon this year, at least this year. I want to get started on doing some Platinum games because I don't think I've actually done a single one on this channel yet. No, I don't think so, actually. No, I have not. Now, of course, since the company is still running, and you know they're still doing tons of games, they're still making games and stuff like that. Of course, you know me actually. Oh shit! Hang on. What I wanted to do actually originally, real quick, before I get into talking about my marathon, I wanted to go find a safe spot. That way I can actually switch up my party. But instead, we're gonna do this real quick. Instead, we're gonna go grab some stuff that actually might be kind of secret. Damn it, Goofy, move! Come on, Sora, push that damn thing. There you go. Good boy. Anyway, I don't know if I want to start with Platinum or if I want to start with Clover Studios, because originally this started as Clover Studios. Now you could also say, but Alex, couldn't you do, you know, some Devil May Cry stuff, because Hideki Kamiya, you know, practically worked on Devil May Cry, so why don't you just do that stuff first? Well, here's the thing, my friend. I have actually done the first 3 on my channel. Now, I did do them out of order, unfortunately, but, well, not chronologically or anything like that. Actually, you know what? I actually forgot that, I keep saying actually, don't I? I actually ended up forgetting that Devil May Cry's story is a little wacky, where like it has like a whole weird timeline or something to it. Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to that until after I got done doing like the first game, and then I did the third game, and then I did the second game. So there's that. So if you folks out there want to go watch me do like a let's play of the first, second, and third game, well, you have your, well, it's there on my channel somewhere. You just have to find it. I may or may not redo them. There might be some games that I might redo on my channel. If I redo something, I'm gonna call it like Let's Replay, because that's simple enough to get by. So, but the other thing is too, I don't want to keep doing a game and keep like updating a game every fucking like year or whatever. A Let's Play, I mean. I don't want to keep doing like the same Let's Plays over and over and over again, just redoing and redoing and redoing them. Because that's going to get pretty annoying eventually. You know what? I have a feeling that you can make that. I fucking knew it! I knew you could make that! So we got an elixir out of that. God damn it. Well, elixirs are great and all, but I wanted something better. I wanted like a defense up. Speaking of which, that reminds me. We actually need to go ahead and put that on, don't we? Defense up. For Sora. Because fuck Donald and fuck Goofy. Anyway, back to the item menu here. Alright, we still have not used any of my items. That's awesome. So, before I get... Okay, we need to talk about one topic specifically. By we, I mean me. I need to start, like, actually talking about one thing at a time. So, anyway, back to the Platinum Marathon thing. If I'm going to do it, I might want to start with... God damn it! Ah, fucking... Hey, I fell off again! Son of a bitch! I want to start off with... I want to try to start off with Clover Studios, because... I feel like that's technically where they started at. And, you know, like I was talking about like a few seconds ago, yes, there is the idea that, you know, if you count Devil May Cry as Hideki's work, then whatever, fine. But I already did them, and I think he might have actually left before Devil May Cry 4. I think he left after 3 or something. I'm pretty sure he probably did. He either worked on 3 or he didn't. He had some hand in that. I have no idea, to be honest. And of course, Clover Studio, game-wise, I think it starts... Okay, it's one of the... It's one... What is it? I about said Mad World. Fucking stupid. No, Mad World actually started with Platinum. And I always get these two mixed up. I don't know if Infinite Space or Mad World was Platinum Games' first game. But I have a feeling it was Mad World. But at the same time, I think it was Infinite Space. Which is a DS game I have not actually played yet. But I would like to actually get my hands on a copy and try it out. Because I'm a Platinum Games fan and, you know, why not? Of course, some of the games I can't have hard copy because The Legend of Korra, for example, is not hard copy at all. That I know of. I have not yet seen a hard copy of that game. Now, of course, there's like a Korra game out there, but I've not actually seen... Need Aladdin's help. For what? Oh, this thing. What the fuck, game? God damn it. Hang on, folks. Let's go back and get Aladdin real quick. I know I'm wasting everybody's time, but at least you get to see a whole video of me running around beating the living shit out of like a whole crap load of Heartless. I mean, that's always fun, right? Oh, God. Well, I have an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and take the high road on this one. That way I can just try to avoid everything, because it's just a straight shot from the entrance to that room over there. Now, why I didn't see that earlier, I don't know. I'm just blind. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, Clover Studio game-wise, I think their first game was Beautiful Joe. Oh, that hurt. That hurt because I don't know if that was correct or not. And I'm sure somebody's going to blow up in the comments telling me that I'm wrong. But anyway, I think it was Beautiful Joe 1 and then 2. And then they made 2 Beautiful Joe... God, what were they? I think one of them was a fighting game. I think the other one, I don't know what it is, but I think they made like spin-offs. That's what they're called, spin-offs, yeah. And there's that. What the fuck? When did this get here? Oh yeah, because I pushed that block down, didn't I? Oh, that's right. Only problem is now, where the fuck was that stupid safe spot? I've been saying that word in this entire video, haven't I? Been saying fuck, fuck, fuck. Okay, anyway. Let's go try to go back and get Aladdin real quick, and then we'll have to head to the next place. Actually, for the most part, what I actually ended up doing in this video seemed to actually be important. And I keep saying that word again. God damn it. I've been saying like the same 2 freaking words this entire Let's Play. Oh, and then I fell down again. But, back to the topic at hand, what I'm trying to get at is... I think they made, they made the spin-offs for Beautiful Joe. And then they made... Oh, god damn it. Was it Okami? Next, I think. And then... No, I think it was. I think it was Okami, then it was God Hand. And then after God Hand, which is a game I totally want to play, by the way. That game looks fun as fuck. After God Hand, I think they left Capcom. And they went on to go do, like, their own stuff with, like, Sega. And, of course, they had Mad World Infinite Space, which I don't think was a Sega... I don't think Sega published that one. But I know Sega did publish Bayonetta. I know that one. And then... After... Well, okay. My Platinum Games history is kind of a little fucked up because they've been doing so many games so quick in the last year or so. It's ridiculous, kind of. I had a brain fart for a second. I actually thought that the save spot was all the way inside the entrance. But no, it's not. Actually, the save spot is right here. So let's go ahead and switch out Aladdin real quick. Again. Well, we did do what I wanted to do, which was get that Blue Trinity. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to switch out Aladdin. Thank you very much. Alright. And that should be it. So, we're going to take Fat Ass all the way up to the treasure room, and we're going to go see what he can do. Hopefully he can do something about it. But yeah, see, like, Clover Studios didn't have very many games, so a Clover Studios marathon would be pretty good, but I have actually not beaten Okami. And I know this is going to probably piss off a lot of people, especially my friend, if he's watching, which he's not, I'm sure he's not. But anyway, my best friend, he likes Okami, and he was the one that actually introduced me to Okami, and then we did some research, and we're like, oh, okay, so it was made by one of my personal favorite companies back in the day. And, well, they made that game back in the day. They weren't my favorite company back in the day, but they are now. One of my favorite companies. Anywho, I am not really a fan of that game. Like, I just don't get that platinum vibe that I would generally get from like playing games like Korra and Transformers and all their newer stuff, which again was old. Well, same thing with Beautiful Joe. Like Beautiful Joe it definitely has a platinum vibe to it going for it. Now Wonderful 101, it doesn't really have a platinum vibe. That's the thing. That's the thing about platinum, or Clover Studios back then, but you know platinum now, is like they have a lot of really weird and intricate games. Like they have a lot of really weird ideas for games and stuff, but it works. It's fine. I like it, but you know, some things are just totally different from other things. But that's good. That's not bad. All right, so we got Abu, who's gonna take care of this. Hopefully, this might actually raise me up. No, it's just gonna knock me up here. Granted, I didn't actually need to do that because I can just easily. There's a safe spot in this room. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me right now, game? Okay, well, I made that jump last time. You would think I'd be able to make that jump now. And there's a red Trinity mark here. Great, awesome. Wait, this one actually might launch me up there. Yeah, let's try this out and see what happens then. And poof. Alright, yeah, there we go. Oh, I fell down, actually. There we go. Thundaga. Yeah, this room actually reminds me of that room from, I think it was Crash to Insanity, where one of the people was taking Spyro's treasure, and he's like, you might not want to take the treasure from that guy. And then, you know, it's like Spyro, whatever. So anyway, folks, I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time when we play some more Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And we have no entries to read, so you guys get out free on this one. And in the next episode, we're going to head into the lamp chamber and go see if we can stop Jafar from taking over Genie's power any longer. And, of course, save Jasmine. So, as always, folks, take care, everybody.